We have Ashok Pandit also joining us. Mr. Pandit, thank you for your time. Your response to what has been said by Mr. Akshay Kumar. The Prime Minister is the biggest influencer. And this comment on unnecessary criticism of films and these comments around bands, movies, that is something that should stop, is what the Prime Minister had said recently.
You see, our Prime Minister is a very internationally strongest influencer. The message which he gave to his people or to politicians or to so-called leaders definitely makes an impact, because the message says that this will not be taken properly by the leadership. So when the head of the country condemns it or talks against it, the message trickles down to the to the level of workers and to the level of all the activists of that political party, and otherwise also to the other politicians, the other political parties also, that the head of the country is not liking it. So his message will definitely make a difference as far as targeting the film industry, targeting cinema, targeting actors, targeting we unfortunately have become soft targets. So it's
yes.
Not during Pathan. We have seen this. The industry has faced this anarchy or this kind of abuses right from lot of time has passed by. We saw what happened in Padmavat. We saw what happened in Hindu Sarkar. We saw what happened during all. So it's become a passion to abuse cinema or people from the cinema industry,
yes.
because it gives them immediate publicity and immediate recognition as far as their presence is concerned or as far as their existence is concerned. So definitely it will make a difference, and I really thank Akshay Kumar for coming to the forefront and thanking our Prime Minister on behalf of the industry.
Mr. Pandit, I also want to ask you, in the context of what the Prime Minister had said a few days ago on this, do you think that this finally is going to stop the kind of unnecessary negativity that goes the way of the Hindi film industry and many actors? For example, Pathan is all set to be released, in just a few days from now. And this comment from the Prime Minister is just going to settle this controversy once and for all. And are you hopeful that it's going to do so?
See, we always live in hopes. We are all creative people, and we want our creativity, freedom in our creativity. And there is a constitution under which this country runs. And if anybody has a problem, they can take legal recourse. And they're tired of saying this, And creativity has to be expressed the way one has to express. But I just want to make a point here. I really very keen on making a point here that we in the industry also have to ponder or self-analyze why this is happening. You see, one cannot deviate from an issue where boycott calls are not given to regional cinema. It's only Hindi cinema, because Hindi cinema is big. But you will never find these kind of boycott calls given to regional cinema, whether it's South or Calcutta or wherever, Bengal or any regional cinema. So it's very important. We in the industry also are contemplating within ourselves. We have to think on ourselves. And when in the industry itself, when one film maker is abused and mocked and accused and this thing by a colleague filmmaker or within the industry itself, so we are also instigating people to respond to people in a similar way.
Okay.
If you see a film like Kashmir File, when it is made, we in the film industry itself have mocked and abused it. We called it garbage. We called it propaganda. We went against the filmmaker. We went against the film. So you are instigating people in the country to come for this backlash.
Okay.
It's very important for us. We people who are creative people, who create, who entertain people to think within ourselves. How do we respond to our filmmakers, our colleagues who make films?
All right. I'm going to thank you, Mr. Pandit, for sharing your views with us. In fact, actor Kareena Kapoor Khan has spoken about boycott trends in the Hindi film industry. She was speaking at the Indian Chamber of Commerce, and she said, if that happens, how will we really entertain? Here's what she said, listen in.
I don't agree with it at all, because if that happens, then how will we entertain you guys? How will you have the joy and happiness in your life, which I think everybody needs, and which cinema and films are promising, and which have we've always done, and which films have always done. अगर फिल्म नहीं होगी तो एंटरटेनमेंट कैसे होगा?
Positivity is always welcome. And if our Prime Minister is saying something like this, I think he's India's biggest influencer. If he's saying something and if things change, it'll be great to the industry. And why not? It should change. Things should change. Because we go through so much. हम फिल्में बनाते हैं, फिल्में वो सेंसर बोर्ड में ले जाते हैं, वहां से पास करवा के सब कुछ ले जाके फिर कोई ना कोई कुछ ना कुछ बोल देता है, फिर गड़बड़ हो जाती है सब कुछ. लेकिन अभी आई थिंक बिकॉज ही सेड इट, आई थिंक थिंग्स विल वर्क आउट फॉर अस.